when you talk to people about what we're working on, longevity research, oftentimes you get this worry that actually it's going to harm the economy. And the reason why people seem to have that instinctive reaction are these two things. So on the left is that it's going to cost us in terms of entitlements. Old people are going to draw down more sick care, they're going to draw down more social support, and that's going to hurt the economy. And on the left-hand side, the black line is the percent of the US population over 65. The colors are the entitlement spending, and you can see it goes up in line with it, particularly the green, which is the healthcare spend. That's exacerbated by the chart on the right, which is not only do the elderly draw down more, but they produce less. So they're not working, so they're not contributing to the economy. They're maybe not spending as much as consumers. And the data you see on the right there, each bubble is a US state. Sorry, it's a very US-centric page, but it generalizes. But so each bubble is US state, and the regression there is the percent of the population over 60 and the growth in GDP per capita, and you can see there's a negative correlation. And this is the kind of so-called gray wave that you certainly hear politicians talking about a lot. And we have the sort of the boomers at least first to thank for this, but of course it's going to be all of us. It turns out that aging research, longevity research, does not exacerbate the gray wave. It's actually the answer to the gray wave. So a lot of serious economists have looked at this, and they all came to the same conclusion. And I'll start first with Murphy and Topol at Chicago. They wrote a National Bureau of Economic Research paper, which is sort of like a gold standard paper in this field. They looked at the changes to lifespan and health span that happened from 1970 to 2000, and they concluded that just that change, historical change, was worth more than $3 trillion per year in terms of benefit to the economy. Goldman and colleagues, using a model from Rand Corporation, did a projection forward and said, what if we changed lifespan just a minuscule amount? They went from the blue curve to the purple curve. If you can see the difference, you've got good eyesight. And they also phased it in very slowly over a 20-year period. And just that very small change, it was worth more than $7 trillion. And then most recently, Scott and colleagues at London Business School looked at a few different scenarios, but one of them was no change to lifespan, just a 10-year compression of morbidity, a 10-year change in health span. And that was, using actually the model from Murphy and Topol, was worth $367 trillion. So, that's an enormous number. Like, it's so big, it's meaningless to me anyway. Maybe some of you have a better kind of feeling for what that is. To help contextualize it, that's 3 times the entire GDP of the world. So it's a lot of money. There's a lot of value in unlocking this potential of lifespan and health span.